What's up guys, my name is Ace, and so far Season 1 for Black Ops 6 is quite a big mess. And it's not necessarily about the content or the intended things that they brought to the game or changed with the game. It's more so they introduced a ton of new bugs, and they did something quite controversial as well, which is for a short period of time, they gave us our double XP tokens from previous years of Call of Duty. They carried those forward, only to take them away less than a day later. So today, I just wanted to go over some of the bigger issues I've noticed, as well as talk about my thoughts on that whole situation with the double XP tokens. Now you might be wondering, why did it take you so long to even make this video? Well, to put it quite simply, anytime there's a major update, with the style of patch videos that I always make, anytime there is a major patch, especially with weapon balancing, that takes up all my time. I'm immediately diving into custom games, doing my testing, updating my spreadsheet, making the graphics, making the video, and therefore, after big updates like this, it's pretty rare that I even get to touch the game until 1 or 2 days after the patch goes live. So I've just now had time to dive in and play Season 1, and I have noticed a lot of the issues that many people in the community have been pointing out to me online. And one of the big ones I actually caught while I was doing my testing early on, you guys may or may not be aware of this, but the assault rifles right now are totally bugged. Ace from the future checking in, just want to let you guys know this has been fixed, but I wanted to leave this section in the video just in case you're watching it down the road. We can see the things that were broken with Season 1, but these assault rifle damage profiles are now fixed. The entire assault rifle category, aside from the new one, the Krig C, all of their damage values got reverted to pre-patch values, and then there are some additional bugs mixed in there as well. So at least at the time of recording this video, the AIMS 85, for instance, is a 6-shot kill at all ranges, even at point-blank range. And that absolutely should not be the case with the AIMS 85, but it's totally bugged, and so are the other assault rifles, again, with the exception being the Krig C, which is the brand new one. This is something that Treyarch has confirmed that they're aware of, they're looking into it. I hope we see a fix for this soon. I'm quite surprised that, again, at least at the time of recording this video, this isn't fixed yet. And this is a pretty major issue. It totally broke weapon balancing to a major degree. It's not like one gun is kind of bugged out. It's an entire class of weapons that are totally bugged and not working as intended right now. So that was the first big one that you guys may or may not have noticed. If you've been using an assault rifle and it just felt like crap, this is why. Next, something that was introduced with Season 1, but they did get on top of this one. It is fixed now. This is with the Ghost perk. They had it so it actually permanently locked for a lot of players, and even if you reached the required level to unlock it, you couldn't unlock Ghost again, and you couldn't use it on your classes. That was obviously frustrating, but again, like I said, that one has been fixed. Another one that I've seen a lot of people pointing out, I haven't experienced this one myself yet, but I've seen enough different people point this out that I'm sure it is quite a real thing that many people are running into. This is the Ninja perk. Doesn't appear to be working all the time. Sometimes you have Ninja equipped, and yeah, as you're playing, you can still hear your footsteps as if you don't have Ninja, and it seems other people are hearing those footsteps as well when they shouldn't be. Another thing I haven't experienced myself, but I have seen lots of clips and people talking about it, is the connection experience for many people got much worse with the launch of Season 1. Plenty of packet bursts, lots of skipping, stuttering, bullets not registering. It seems the complaints on that have ramped up since the launch of Season 1. Next up, fairly minor one, with the new SOG SMG, the Darkspine Camo is apparently not working at all. And also, I've been hearing reports that certain attachments are just not working properly or they're being deselected from guns as well. And those are just a handful of the main ones that I've been seeing pop up. There were some other little ones like UI ones mixed in there as well, but lots of new bugs with the Season 1 update. And it's really unfortunate since this is obviously overshadowing the good things that came with Season 1. There were definitely some good steps forward within the update, like I've shared in the past couple videos I made just covering the update itself. But it's hard to appreciate those good things when there's so many new bad things that got introduced there. In either case, let's talk about the main topic of today's video, and that is the fact that with the Warzone integration, all of our double XP tokens over the past couple of years in Call of Duty that we've earned, they temporarily carried forward to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So when you booted up Black Ops 6, you could access all of those tokens within Black Ops 6 itself, not just Warzone. Now that was apparently unintentional, so they've patched that, and now you no longer have access to those within Black Ops 6 itself. However, you can just boot up Warzone, and all those double XP tokens are available there, and if you activate them in Warzone and then swap back over to Black Ops 6, they will still be active, and therefore you can still use these double XP tokens for Black Ops 6, but you have to do that annoying workaround to make that happen. And if you're somebody that wasn't interested in Warzone at all, like myself, you have to install Warzone just so you can activate those double XP tokens that you can then go back into Black Ops 6 to use. And this has obviously caused a whole lot of backlash within the community, even though a little while back, like before the game even launched, they did state that they weren't going to be doing double XP carry forward into Black Ops 6. And in isolation, just focusing on Black Ops 6 itself, I was actually fine with that because it's a new game, new progression system that's totally different than the previous years, and therefore I think it's fine to be starting from scratch with our double XP tokens. However, that's just looking at it in isolation. Now that Warzone is integrated and sharing progression with Black Ops 6, at that point, it only makes sense to be sharing double XP as well. If you're sharing the same progression system, then it also makes sense to only share the same bonuses and double XP tokens across both experiences that are sharing the same system. And honestly, I think the worst part about this is the fact that they accidentally slipped up and let us have access to those for a short period of time, and then they took them away from us. If that wouldn't have happened to begin with, then I think people would more so just be happy that, hey, the Warzone trick works, we can still do that, we can still gain access to it, and I don't think you'd be seeing as many complaints. But the fact that they added it only to take it away, that's where the complaints are coming from. And I think at this point, just to try to recapture some of that goodwill within the community, they may as well just integrate them into Black Ops 6. They've made it very clear that there's no technical reason that they can't do this. It's obviously possible, since we've already seen it done within Black Ops 6. And since we're sharing that progression anyway, and that Warzone workaround trick still works, and you're technically still able to use the double XP tokens within Black Ops 6, then at that point, just add it for everyone, make it easy for everyone, make the community happy. At this point, they've made a whole lot of people in the community very upset, and I really don't see any downside at this stage in just turning that on and making them work properly within Black Ops 6 itself. And there we go. That's gonna wrap it up today's video. Just wanted to make sure I was addressing a lot of the problems that have come up with Season 1, now that I've finally had some time to actually dive in and try it out for myself. As far as the actual content goes, I'm actually really enjoying the Krig C, and the SOG 9mm feels pretty good as well. I definitely prefer the Krig C over that at this stage, and I will have gun guides coming out on those within the next couple of days actually. I'm planning on getting those ones out. Now, as far as the maps go, as I suspected, I'm not the biggest fan of Extraction. It plays fine, I guess, but I just don't think it has the greatest flow to it, as well as the cover placement. It's very sparse, and the routes are fairly basic on it as well. It's just not great in my experience. However, Hideout does play reasonably well so far based on my limited experience on that map. Also, I did manage to play a couple games on Heirloom. I'm not a huge face-off fan, but Heirloom actually seems pretty decent unless you get some really good snipers in there. Snipers can really lock down that map, and that was quite surprising for a face-off map. Now, of course, these are just my opinions, and I'd love to know what you guys think in those comments down below. First off, just some of your general thoughts on Season 1 so far when it comes to Black Ops 6, and perhaps any other issues that you've experienced that I haven't mentioned in today's video. And then on top of that, I want to know your thoughts on this whole double XP drama that happened with the launch of Season 1. Do you guys agree with me? Do you think at this point they should just add it to Black Ops 6? So we don't have to use that Warzone workaround just to activate those double XP tokens that Warzone players are able to use for the same progression system that we're playing in. Do you think they should do that just to bring back some goodwill in the community? Or maybe not. Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.